Damn. Shit. Oh shit. Damn. Oh shit. Damn. It is. Yeah. They just had in Kamala her ass. Kamala, whatever. '20. Yeah, I ain't see this one though. This from 6 days ago. I ain't see this one, but this.
That the one of the moderators, the lady that was up there, is actually Kamala's sorority sister. So you have the sorority sister, and then you have her best friend that is one of the execs. So now we know why there was a 3-on-1 debate. So we know that it was a biased debate. No questions asked. So you're celebrating for nothing because she never did get to her policy. She never answered any questions.
See, this from 6 days ago. I was just finna go into something real serious though, and it's fucked up. But this is real serious too. You see, these black women ain't, buying it no more. It's time for y'all niggas some of y'all done woke up, but some more of y'all niggas need to wake the fuck up. Seriously, I don't care if your job is in danger, because if you think you're a good dad, that job gonna disappear. Because really, they're just puppets, Kamala, so they can't promise you anything once they. There's other videos that we got proof, they said it out their mouths. That this Kamala went, all this America's done. So you think your black ass driving a Charlotte or Birmingham garbage truck, they gonna hold up their end of the bargain? If the WEF world, all that,
they never fact checked her on anything. I want to bring something else to your attention, because a lot of people are distorted in knowing what a real leader is. See, Trump is a real leader. A real leader is not perfect by any means. For my Christians out there, David in the Bible wasn't perfect. Paul wasn't perfect. Noah wasn't perfect. Solomon wasn't perfect. Abraham wasn't perfect.
oh shit, I ain't heard that in a long. I've never said anything because I'm not worried. The Democrats will say I'm using that as an excuse. It's like, no, it's just we're human, and I'm not put what I'm saying. You too. The Democrat shit, and y'all see all these TV shows, you know, and yeah. Matter of fact, there's one now. What is it? The Uglies. No, I just click. It's #1 on Netflix. I just click because I knew what it was. You gotta watch it because it's hilarious. Yeah. Society. This is how you gotta be. No, nobody thinks that. Only y'all devil worshippers. Christians, no. All of us who were raised right. I've been known that. I would hear it my whole life. Before I even read those verses on my own, I was a little kid. Everything she just named, she grew up in the same type of household. Noah, all that, just all of King David, and Bathsheba, but it's all that, that's, but, and it's not an excuse, it's on you. If you go, that's why I get up, that's why I get, you just gotta make sure it's worth what's gonna happen to you. Seriously, I've been said that. I said that, I learned that, risk versus reward. You like, so that means you gonna do something that could be, look, whatever. If you should know what, with sins and all that, you gotta be worth it. And there's some things you just can't do. And y'all follow me around, y'all devil worshippers. That's what y'all was mad about. I thought he was, I never said I was perfect. I've been said that. You said that. Now they toned it down, but before, you were going off of, my performance, which was okay, the truth, but it's not perfect. That's why I said it was sad that y'all lowered the standard so much that you thought I was trying to be perfect, or y'all trying to stop me from showing up at work on time, all that shit, simple shit.
I mean, the list goes on and on and on. King Cyrus, none of those leaders were perfect, but nonetheless, they were leaders. See, a leader shows up They don't hide from the people. She's saying that she's a part of the people. Then where were you for 3.5 years? You didn't show up. You didn't show up for the families that was in Afghanistan. You didn't show up. All you did was hid behind the keyboard all weekend and talk about the real leader that showed up. You didn't show up to the border. Trump went to the border, even though he wasn't president. He showed up to the border. And for all you black people out there, she didn't even show up to the NABJ. Trump showed up to the NABJ. You know, so the only leader that's perfect was Jesus Christ. But even back then, in his day, they would have called him an imperfect leader. Because...
And he actually said, she's a chick. He actually said, no one. Well, he said no one is good, right? They called him, I'm just,
He didn't concede to their itching of ears and what they
But
wanted to hear.
he even said it, Why would he say it? You called me a publican, a wine bibber. That mean they seen him all the time. And he whatever.
Wasn't all about optics. All he was about his father's business, standing on the truth. That's what Jesus was about. He's
Yeah,
the
she's right
only
with that one
perfect
too,
leader. But Satan, they manipulate you with flattery. That's what Satan does. He makes you, they manipulate, they polish themselves up to deceive you.
But the thing is, I guess she's one of them who just woke up. Because I keep saying, why the whole time they were clowns. Now, I didn't pay attention to Obama because I wasn't paying attention at all. But ever since 2017, 2018, 2019, the whole thing, if they wasn't even polished up. They were fucking, I've been saying it. They wasn't polished, they were fucking clowns. The whole thing was laughable from the beginning. When they started that BLM onslaught as their main spearhead of the spear, that was their main thing. They all looked at like clown. Everything they said, the victimhood. Remember, that's what I kept getting so mad about. How were they polished up when you got grown black men who were scared of white boys? White men. Oh, these white folks gonna get me. Oh, these white folks, these white. How is that polished up? That's why I said that's what the Bible said. Women really shouldn't, even like her. You shouldn't talk, cause it's like, nah, these niggas was never polished up. I said it the whole time. They were fucking clowns. All of them, the little black Senator Cory, but all them niggas, clowns. Al Sharpton, clowns. They white for racism. The only one that and nobody said anything about perfect. That's another thing. Women, she's a woman. She's basically like, you say that for your husband and your children because she's right, but you know. But anyway, let me get back to down to business right quick.
I just got my Misfits Market order. This is one of my favorite brands for snacks, Quinn's.
It was unconstitutional.
Ricky Smiley, D.L. Hughley, Charlemagne, Kamala's radio defense team, as well as all the shills pushing the What You N-Words Need to Know Kamala Harris post. Yeah, for those who don't know, after she was endorsed by Biden and she started getting backlash, this is how Kamala Harris fought black people. She had her shills put out this post on social media, all of them from Jamel Hill to Charlemagne the God. Now, they don't talk to any other voter block like this, but they thought this was the best way to communicate with black people. And on that post, they released a bunch of disinformation, straight up lies about Kamala to combat the truth. Kamala, she sent out people like Michael Eric Dyson, Steve Harvey, and Ricky Smiley, all to tell lies and run interference, telling us she didn't lock anybody up, but criminals that should have been there. Well, meet Miss Peoples. She's one of the many black women.
They tried that with me years ago. I think I was at Label Finders. I think I had the blue Tahoe, right? And then so the dude I was talking about, okay, so what about the Biden 94 crime bill? He also BLM. He locked up. That a lot of niggas got locked up because of that. hundreds of thousands. Oh, them niggas they needed to be locked up. I do. We wanted them to be like, it's like stop. Okay, I see you're an idiot. You see, that's they still own that shit.
Men prosecuted by Kamala Harris with her truancy laws. Remember, as the California AG, Kamala created this to specifically target black people, mostly black women, and here's one of the true stories of many.
I intend to fight for Black Lives Matters. I intend to fight.
If Black Lives matter to her, why didn't I matter?
I don't agree what Kamala Harris did to my mom, and I don't agree with what she's done to other parents as well.
My message to all Americans, especially Black Americans, do not trust Kamala Harris.
I'm so proud of you right now, because you walked all the way down here, and I wasn't expecting you to walk.
My daughter, Shayla, suffers from sickle cell anemia, a chronic, painful genetic disease.
As a prosecutor in law enforcement, I have a huge stick.
It's a very sharp stabbing pain, and it hurts a whole lot.
And, we don't need.
That number is much higher today. Back in 2020, it was $15,000, and now it's over $21,000 per year per student. That's for basic students. Remember, they get way more if they can place a disability on your child. So yeah, they're definitely getting more for physical disabilities, mental disabilities, and learning disabilities. This is why they're also eager to place the ADHD label on kids. So yeah, Kamala lied. She said that she went after parents to stop crime. She was only going after them for money. No different than keeping men in prison past their release dates to save money, have free labor for them to fight fires for the state. It's all about money and exploiting black bodies, just like her Irish slave master ancestors in Jamaica.
In San Francisco, we threatened the parents of truants with prosecution.
I first heard of Kamala Harris when she got elected.
Everybody was slave masters. Africans were slave masters. You know, that's what I'm saying. So, you know, they keep trying to make it about that, but it's like everybody was slave masters on the planet.
California Attorney General.
We are putting parents on notice. We are going to make sure that you face the full force and consequences of the law.
She wrote a report saying truancy was costing California schools $1.4 billion a year in funding.
Because of truancy, California public schools lose $1.4 billion a year in funding. I want money.
Kamala then wrote a law making it criminal for parents if their kids miss school time. Kamala even wrote a book called Smart on Crime.
You can read an excerpt from the book that she just plugged shamelessly. It's called Smart on Crime.
Talking about arresting parents for truancy.
I sent a letter on my letterhead out to every parent in the public school system.
In 2012, like all California parents, I received a threatening letter from Kamala Harris saying we'll go to jail for a year if our kids even miss 10% of school days. It was like a crazy intimidation tactic.
I'm going to start prosecuting parents for truancy.
I thought, wow, this woman doesn't have any empathy. Is it because she's not a mother?
I also thought, how could she not understand it would
And
disproportionately
see, that's another thing though. I know what they did to her. I saw it already. It's fucked up. But she, the empathy, your AG things. Yeah, no empathy, but during sentencing. But the law is not about empathy. The law is about you don't arrest. If the kid, first of all, y'all hand Democrats hand tied the parents, even single moms. They can't whoop their child, especially in California. So the child's a smart, but smart mouth, disobedient, and you wouldn't need a law like that. Some idiot like Kamala to make a law like that if you give the power back to the parents. And so it ain't about empathy. Now, if someone, you shouldn't need empathy. It's just common sense.
affect people of color, single black mothers.
She also didn't care that it would mostly impact black children because
But her kid did this story. It's like they are trying to, whatever. But the mother's story, her child is sick, literally sickle cell. I'm from New York, and like I said, I've been figured out why. You know, because New York got millions of people. So when you move down south to a black city or whatever, you might not see as many kids with sickle cell or hear about it. But in New York, as a little kid, it was also on the news and specials. But it was also, you seen people that had kids, little kids my age, that had sickle cell in New York City. You seen them because New York ain't huge, but all them people. So you're going to likely see more kids, even in your class or your school, with sickle cell. They might not be in your class, but you see them.
About black children. She's not us. She's a red dot Indian who was raised a significant amount of time in Canada, mixed with a daddy born in Jamaica, Irish and Indian. She's a cosplaying, pretending chameleon, an Indian-raised woman trying her best to act like an American black woman by associating herself with the Black Divine Nine and HBCUs, the biggest scammer ever. So no, she didn't care because she never saw herself as one of us in the first place.
I mean, that's what she don't have with that. Like I said, she's the girl. This channel, this her channel. What I'm saying, it don't matter. She was. It's just like it's in a gang. He ain't black. He literally is the same heritage. It's hard because that's her dad and mom, right? It comes from her dad and mom. He's not black. That's why I said it's funny, because that's what's even worse. It's actually even worse that she really is one of them. She's not using them to identify. That's what I'm trying to say to y'all females. It's worse. It's telling that she really is one of them. All that whatever the fuck that lame shit is, Divine Nine and all that for us sorority, fraternity shit. But that's what I'm saying. It's worse. But she's a woman. I'm talking about the girl whose channel this is. Because to me, and most real niggas, what's the main thing? When real nigga, and we're not insecure or jealous. It just like I said, I'm not finna buy a car for full price. I'm not finna buy a 1992 Hyundai or Honda, even if it's in great, excellent condition. Hondas are known, or Toyotas, all that. And I'm still not finna pay full price. It's used. That's what it is. And it has nothing yet. It's that woke shit trying to brainwash men. Oh, you're just insecure. No, bitch, you're not finna, con me into, wifing you and paying full price for you.
Now listen closely to what Kamala Harris did to this woman. And I want Ricky Smiley, Steve Harvey, Michael Eric Dyson, Fake Tamika Mallory, Angela Rye. I want y'all to respond to this.
But honestly, I didn't imagine it could affect me. Her teachers had her medical records from the Children's Hospital. I even had a 504 plan, which was an agreement between the school district and the parents to provide care for students with disabilities. It was April 18th, 2013, in the morning. I'm in my pajamas. I had just fed my daughter, gave her medications, sent her off to school. Little did I know, there was a warrant out for my arrest. All of a sudden, the police is outside my house, and they started banging on the door. I opened up my door, and 2 officers entered my home. They told me I was under arrest for my child missing school. They said I was going to jail. I was shocked. I said, but my baby is sick. The school knows that. And they said, go talk to Kamala Harris. Place your hands behind your back.
My mom did nothing wrong. We did everything we were supposed to. I was always bringing doctor's notes, always calling the school to let them know that I was in the hospital.
Then they handcuff me. So they take me outside for what you call a perp walk. And oh my God, the TV news was there. The newspapers were there. You could swear I had killed somebody. It was degrading and humiliating. I was taken to the Criminal Justice Center. They took my mugshot. I was fingerprinted like a criminal, and I was terrified.
And it felt like I caused her so much pain. Because in reality, it is because of me, even though I know it's not directly my fault.
Man, this is horrible. She's blaming herself for what Kamala did to them. No, this was not her fault. She was an aide. Kamala used them in California to humiliate them for political gain. She targeted.
This is the thing is like people say, I keep saying, y'all worried about it is, but the bitch is just evil. It has nothing to do with she's, Indian and using black. No, she's part of a worldwide evil cabal that's going to use all people. Yeah, that's what we keep trying to tell you. Y'all got to get on board and stop all this division shit. It's this video is good, but it's not good enough because y'all keep with they trying to, you need to be like she's against, and what she is, she's against, they're all against everybody. Literally the whole world. They're just puppets.
If you're not making
And then, lo and behold, that one channel, like I said, they get all these old school rappers from our generation. This nigga, he didn't got Willie Brown to go on this show. Kamala's pimp. Matter of fact, let me, I got to start a new video for that. And the little girl ended up having a stroke because her mom got arrested, sent to prison, lost her house. For that, Kamala did that. And it's there. You can look at. You saw the channel. Kamala did that, and it literally is. It's not even. You're just blaming. No, that is literally. She locked her up for no reason. She didn't, and she had a job. She was a CNA. Don't matter. She's just CNA. Ain't a nurse. It don't matter. She had a job. And to make it so bad, she even was getting, whatever the programs for her, because her child had sickle cell, or has. So she getting government help, but Kamala still used that to lock her up. But now I gotta talk more shit about Kamala because Willie Brown came out dug himself out the trash bin to, I guess defend his bitch Kamala, his main hoe. I'm gonna start another video.